Growing up without a father in the islands, a love that changed everything. What happens when the love you crave comes from the wrong place, and your soul is fighting for something more? This is a story of identity, forbidden romance, and one spiritual wake-up call that changed everything. Hey family, welcome to the channel where real-life stories meet faith, drama, and powerful life lessons. Here, we share journeys of love, heartbreak, and redemption, all with a message that inspires and uplifts. If you're looking for stories that touch the soul and spark change, you're in the right place. So grab your seat, hit that subscribe button, and let's grow together in faith and purpose. The Caribbean Sea glimmers under the morning sun. A rooster crows in the distance, and the rhythmic sound of waves hitting the shore fades into the chatter of a small island village. On an island where laughter echoed through sugarcane fields and neighbors knew each other by name, little Amara lived in a wooden house painted sea blue. It looked perfect on the outside, but inside, there was a space no paint could cover. A humble kitchen. A single chair at the head of the table is empty, untouched. Every night, her mother would set the table for two, then three, before stopping, her hands trembling as she removed one plate. That chair, meant for a father who never came home, became Amara's first lesson in absence. Amara, age 7, sitting with wide brown eyes, swinging her feet beneath the table. She stares at the chair, tilting her head, as if waiting for someone to appear. Little Amara, whispering, "Mummy, when is Daddy coming?" Mother pauses, back turned, hands gripping the sink as tears fall silently. She forces a smile before facing Amara. "Mother, eat your food, baby." "Daddy, he's busy, ya hear?" She learned to stop asking. Instead, she watched other little girls running into their father's arms after school, watched them sit on shoulders taller than the world, and wondered why hers wasn't there. Montage, young Amara peeking out the window every evening, drawing pictures of a family with 3 stick figures, one always taller than the rest. Then, slowly, she crumples the drawing and throws it away. As the years passed, that empty chair wasn't just furniture, it became a symbol. A symbol of every birthday candle she blew out alone, every graduation photo missing half her smile, every ache that whispered, "You're not enough to stay for." Fast forward to Amara as a teenager, headphones on, sitting at the same table. The chair is still there, still untouched, like a ghost of her childhood. And that ache? It grew louder. It turned into anger, rebellion, and a thirst to be seen by anyone, at any cost. That's how it all began, the choices that would change everything. That night was supposed to be harmless. Just music, laughter, and a chance to forget the ache of an empty home. But life has a way of testing hearts when they're weakest. Focuses on Amara, 17, standing with her best friend Kira. She wears cut-off shorts and a floral blouse, sipping a red drink, swaying slightly to the music. "Kira, smiling girl, you need to loosen up. Dance now, man." Amara laughs, spinning half-heartedly, until she freezes. Across the street, a tall figure steps out of a glossy black SUV. Malik. He's at least 10 years older, broad-shouldered, wearing a crisp white shirt with the sleeves rolled, gold chain catching the streetlights. Slow motion, Malik adjusts his watch, then scans the crowd. His eyes land on Amara and linger. That's when she saw him. Malik. Older, dangerous, and untouchable, or so everyone said. But one look from him, and Amara felt seen for the first time in years. He smirks, walking toward them. Kira notices and whispers to Amara. "Kira, warning, careful, girl. That's my brother, and him no play with little girl dem." Amara, whispering back, breathless, "He looking at me, like I'm the only one here." Malik approaches, exuding confidence. He greets Kira, then locks eyes with Amara. "Malik, who's your friend, Kira?" Kira, hesitant, "This Amara, she just chillin'." "Don't start with your foolishness tonight, Malik." Malik smirks, ignoring his sister's warning, and takes Amara's hand gently but firmly. "Malik, smooth, nice to meet you, Amara. You dance?" She nods nervously. He pulls her into the crowd. The music swells as their bodies move in sync. The camera circles them as if the world has disappeared. In his arms, she felt something she'd never known before, wanted, desired, chosen. Malik wasn't just a man, he was a doorway to another world, one full of money, power, and danger. Montage. Malik gifting her a diamond bracelet, driving her along coastal roads in his black SUV, kissing her on a moonlit dock. Each moment is passionate but shadowed. Malik's phone rings constantly with secret calls, and sometimes, he disappears for days without explanation. She ignored the whispers, that he had ties to crime, that he was involved in things too dark to mention. All she saw was the man who looked at her like she was everything he ever wanted. And for Amara, that was enough. Amara sneaking back into her house at 2 a.m., barefoot, clutching her shoes. Her mother sits waiting in the dark, arms folded. Mother, angry, disappointed, where you been? Amara, who dat man pickin' you up every night? Amara, defensive, he cares about me, mama. More than anybody else ever did. But love built on loneliness is dangerous. And this love? It came with a price Amara never saw coming. Malik's hand on the small of her back, guiding her into his car as the camera lingers on his cold smile. A small island church on a hill, early morning. The bell tolls gently. Sunlight streams through palm trees as villagers walk up the steps in white clothing. Gospel music floats through the air. Amara hadn't been to church in years. But one Sunday, curiosity, or maybe guilt, pulled her through the doors of the little white chapel where her grandmother once prayed every day. Amara was sitting alone in the back pew, arms folded tightly across her chest. She watches the choir sing a soulful hymn, their voices lifting the roof. Choir, singing softly in the background, nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to thee, Amara's face. She's trying not to cry, but her eyes glisten. She hadn't thought about her grandmother's voice in years, the way she prayed over her every night as a child. Father, keep this one safe, give her heart wisdom when I'm gone. Back then, she didn't understand it. Now, it haunted her. Little Amara is kneeling by the bed while her grandmother prays, hands trembling with age. Then, back to present, Amara looks down at her diamond bracelet, a gift from Malik, and frowns. Amara, internal monologue, whisper, who am I really? Malik's girl, or God's child? Later that day, Amara was sitting at Malik's oceanfront apartment, staring out the window. Malik is on the phone in the next room, pacing aggressively. Malik, angry, on phone. No, move it before they find out. Handle it now. He hangs up, quickly smiling when he sees Amara watching. Malik, smooth, dismissive, just business, baby. Nothing for you to worry about. She forces a smile, but the unease is clear on her face. She wanted to believe him, wanted to believe this life was finally giving her what she deserved. But deep down, she felt it. The clash of two worlds. One pulling her into chaos, the other calling her back to who she really was. Amara with Malik in fancy restaurants, her laughing but glancing over her shoulder nervously, Amara alone in her bedroom, staring at a dusty Bible on her shelf, Amara attending youth service one night, only to leave halfway through because her phone kept buzzing, Malik's name flashing on the screen. It's one thing to grow up without a father. It's another to spend your life searching for one in the wrong places. Amara didn't realize it yet, but her soul was crying out for something deeper than Malik could ever give. Amara is sitting in front of a mirror, wiping off her makeup, staring at herself for a long moment, whispering Amara, soft, almost breaking, who am I? Fade to black, heartbeat sound rising, transitioning toward the scandal that's about to break. Morning sunlight creeps through Amara's window. She wakes up smiling, wearing Malik's oversized shirt. She checks her phone. 12 missed calls from Kira. She thought it was just another morning, until her best friend's name lit up the screen again and again. Amara answering the phone, voice groggy. Amara, Kira? Wagwan. You call me so much, Kira, panicked, turn on your TV, Amara. Now. Amara grabs the remote. The TV flashes to a news anchor standing in front of a luxury car, police lights swirling in the background. News anchor, on TV breaking news. Local businessman Malik Rowe is under investigation for alleged drug trafficking and money laundering. Police sources confirm an overnight raid at one of his properties. Malik was being led away in handcuffs, head bowed but smirking at the cameras. Reporters yell questions, and flashes go off. Behind him, two men haul away black bags from a luxury home. The man she loved, trusted, and defended, was at the center of a crime empire she never imagined. In one moment, her world shattered. And so did her reputation. Amara's phone is blowing up, texts and social media notifications. Girl, you hear Malik lock up? Ya da with dat man? SMH. Police might come fi you too. Her mother bursts into the room, waving a newspaper with Malik's picture. Mother, furious, heard Amara. Dis the man you been defending? Is the man you sneak out to see? Look pon ya life now. Amara, crying, shaking eye. I didn't know, Mama. I swear I didn't know. Running outside, barefoot, tears streaming. She collapses on a seawall overlooking the ocean, clutching her head. She had chosen him because he made her feel safe. Loved. Seen. But in the end, she felt emptier than ever, her name dragged through whispers and judgment. People staring at her in the street, her best friend Kira turning away, Malik's smiling mugshot plastered on every TV and phone screen. When trust is built on loneliness, betrayal feels like death. For Amara, this was rock bottom, and sometimes, rock bottom is exactly where God meets us. The once vibrant streets of the island feel empty and quiet. Amara sits alone on the church steps, mascara streaked, eyes swollen from crying. She clutches the diamond bracelet Malik gave her and throws it onto the pavement. She had lost everything, her reputation, her friends, even the illusion of love. But sitting on those cold church steps, she realized she was chasing something deeper than a man, she was chasing the father she never had. The church doors creak open. A soft glow spills out. Inside, an old pastor hums a hymn while tidying up chairs. Pastor, gentle, surprised child, ya alright? Is late. Amara, broken, whispering I don't know who I am anymore. I feel empty. The pastor steps closer, resting a hand on her shoulder. Pastor, ya not empty. You're just looking in the wrong places. You've been searching for love and man, but the Father's love has been waiting on you long time. Tears roll down Amara's cheeks as she sinks to her knees right there in the doorway. In that moment, she heard it, not from the pastor, not from the choir, but from deep within her spirit, you are mine. I am your father. Amara is kneeling at the altar as gospel music swells, Amazing Grace echoes softly. She surrendered everything. Her pain, her mistakes, her shame, and walked out of that church a new woman. Amara is leading a youth group at the same church, speaking to young girls about self-worth and faith, her mother hugging her with pride, Amara smiling, Bible in hand, standing where she once sat broken. Amara, to the youth group I thought love was in a man who gave me gifts, but true love? That comes from God. Don't let anybody tell you who you are, because your Father already did. You are worthy, chosen, and loved. Amara's life became proof. It doesn't matter who left, who hurt you, or who tried to define your worth, God is the Father who never abandons, and His love can rewrite your story forever. Amara is placing flowers on her grandmother's grave, smiling through tears as a light breeze rustles palm trees behind her. A missing parent can leave a hole that many try to fill with relationships, money, or validation from the wrong people. But true identity and worth aren't found in who abandoned you or who temporarily loves you, they are rooted in who God says you are, chosen, loved, and enough. This story is a wake-up call for anyone searching for their value in broken places, reminding us to break generational cycles of pain by building our lives on faith, self-worth, and healthy love. Your identity isn't who walked out, it's who created you. God calls you His own, even when you feel abandoned. Will you answer Him today? If Amara's story moved you, click like, share this video with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more powerful, life-changing stories. In the comments, tell us, who helped shape your identity when life felt empty?